Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Bootleg Brethren. Today, I will be reviewing actually 3 things I built on my own, and I think you might enjoy them. They're all made of index card and lovely colors and marker, and really I just got bored and I built these guys. So, I don't really know which one to start. Let's start with my first one that I built. This is a index card. Well, they're all index card transformers. They're all made out of cardstock and glue and marker and tape, and they all transform into robots. Now this one is cubic. I call him cubic because why not? And as you can see, he's a Rubik's Cube. Now he doesn't really have any cool functions, but he's just a Rubik's Cube that transforms into a robot. And we'll get to the transformations later after I show off the vehicle and device modes. So let's start with our good old buddy Optimus Prime here. We've got G1 Optimus, and these technically count as bootlegs because I made them and they're not licensed, so I guess they still count as bootlegs. So this is little G1 Optimus. He's pretty cute. Love the colors, and I took a lot of time to detail him properly from the TV show. Then we have Nemesis Prime here, and you can sort of see all the detail I put into him as well. He even has a Deceptus symbol, but it's kind of hard to pick that up on camera due to the tape and the fact that he's majorly black and red, which is not a really good color for purple to be on. But really, all 3 of these little guys are made of index cards and tape and paper. Really nothing surprising. But what is surprising is that all 3 of these guys transform. Now, let's go ahead and get into that. And here we have all of these guys in their robot modes. Now, we'll start off with Optimus and Nemesis here because, well, they're both the exact same transformer. Now, really the only difference between these two is that one is a Decepticon and the other's an Autobot. And pretty much these are all just made of index card. Even though they're really hollow, they have absolutely no posability, but sometimes they do stand up on their own. But sadly, my setup is not that great at holding these guys up in their poses. But really, I did detail on their heads, and pretty much everything was based off of an actual toy I have, not of these guys, but of a smaller, cuter version. And that's all for those 2. But let's go ahead and get into this little guy here. Now, this is cubic, and he's in his robot mode. Now, this is supposed to be a little peg where it flaps open and then a huge gun pops out, but I don't have that version. I actually left that version somewhere else for someone else. And, I mean, all he is just a cube with stilts for legs and 2D head and arms, much like these 2, although they're a little more 3-dimensional. But these 3 are really, really cute, and cubic actually stands. Now, since that pretty much I've reviewed those 3, I might as well review some other things I built. So I guess we could call this the episode that the Bootleg Brethren built. So as I get up to go and collect all the others that I built, here, I'll quickly show you. Got these. Let's get this guy here. Let's get this guy here. Okay, that's all of them. I've got some really interesting little Lego dudes. Now, they're all relatively easy to build, so, I mean, you could just pause the video and figure out how to make them on your own. Now, all of these guys are relatively awesome. Although I built them, I don't want to give myself too much credit. So we'll start off with this lovely purple boombox looking dude. He is supposed to be a sound wave that I tried making out of Lego, and I guess it worked. I mean, the transformation is pretty easy. You just fold out his legs, fold out his arms, and then do a little bit of parts forming. Little bit of parts forming, and you pretty much got the robot mode. I mean, that's pretty much it. And that's the same for this guy here and this guy here. All three of these guys are pretty much the same as each other. But as we go along, we have these two guys. And I like to call these my personal device cons. And they're relatively cute. I mean, this guy's got a battery pack, and this guy's that classic old flip phone that no millennial ever knows what the heck it is or what it does. And both of them are relatively easy to transform. I mean, also, this guy does come with an accessory, but you kind of gotta force it out of him. Come on, give it to me. There we go. He also comes with a little DVD that you can sort of, that you can just plug in. And it looks nice. I mean, it's obviously just Kibble Central, but it's a relatively nice thing. These both are really, really, really nice. And I'm pretty proud on these guys. Now, how about we get to their transformations? And here I would like to call Autobot Beats and Autobot Flip. Now, Autobot Beats is really, really cute because he's got a tiny pistol that really doesn't do anything. It's kind of like a little sound gun. And his head's pretty simple, kind of like a duck, and he's built more like a dinosaur than anything. And Flip is, I want to say, a Megatron wannabe. I mean, he's got the gun thing on his arm, and he's got the tiny head and the body that looks like... but really, they're both just plain old Transformers. I mean, really, they're all plain old Transformers, but these guys are relatively cool. I mean, there's the Lego ones, and if you haven't seen my Lego Blackout... God, if you haven't seen my Lego Blackout video, then go ahead and take a look at that. Take a look at that video. I don't know where I'll put it. Just go ahead and look through my channel. And then we have the papers. Oh no! Cubic, come back. We have our paper ones. We've got Cubic, Optimus, and Nemesis Prime. I mean, that's really it. And these two are pretty much just the same, like I reiterated. And really, all these guys I built, I mean, I did build a Generation 1 Megatron, and it's kind of decent, but I'd rather save this for another video, maybe when it has complete colors. But anyway, I thank you all for joining me on this video. I'm sorry that it was kind of short, but I hope you all enjoyed, and comment down below on what I should review next, and thank you all for watching. And I'll see you on the next episode of the Bootleg Brethren.